Person then goes on to say, instead of saying, I'm a communist, they say, I'm a democratic socialist. Usually the case, and this might not be the case for everyone, there might be people that just have that perspective because they're early on in their trajectories, in their developments. Usually the case is that these people have accepted the McCarthyite lies about 20th century communism. They've accepted the lies about the Soviet Union, about People's China, perhaps about Cuba, definitely about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the lies about Laos, and in general the lies that are spread not just by the imperialists, but by their social democratic lackeys, by what's called the compatible left, by the CIA agent Thomas Brayden, which was a product of this large network of institutions called the Congress for Cultural Freedom. There's a ton of literature that has been done on this area by leading scholars in the field. They intentionally propped up a quote-unquote left that was anti-communist. By that, what was meant is that they stood against the Soviet bloc, which included not just the world communist movement, but quite literally the whole of the anti-colonial struggle. It included people who stood against Nasser in Egypt and all the different pan-Arabic or pan-African forms of socialism, which very clearly, even at the time of the non-aligned movement, aligned themselves with the Soviet Union and the socialist bloc. So they created this fake left, which pretended to attack both, which pretended to be neutral on a moving train, which pretended to have a third position outside of the big contradiction, the big antagonism that the world split itself through between the communist and anti-communist, or the imperialist and anti-imperialist camps. And that left was the one that was institutionally promoted. When we go to the universities and they teach us Marxism, they teach us a Marxism that has been filtered through that compatible rinse and repeat wash, which gives us a Marxism that says, look, capitalism is bad and all, but every socialist experiment that has occurred in the past is perhaps even worse. They have been undemocratic, they have led to famine, they have been totalitarian, and yada, yada, yada.